Good morning, and happy President's Day. So I'm on the road once again, heading to the office pile for Chapter 1509 Center Sphere meetings. And so we meet every single Monday from 8:30 to 9:30 at the office pile. And today's topic is going to be about how optimized are you? Are your videos optimized? Video is the way to communicate with people. However, you need to do a couple of steps on YouTube to be fully optimized, and not necessarily everyone is doing that. So we're going to be discussing the use of cards. Hello, my name is Taylor Luke. I am the co-owner of Financial Potion and the chapter president of the Phoenix chapter for Center Sphere chapter 1509, and so that's where I'm heading to today. And if you're in the Phoenix area, you should come on down and join us. It's just at the office pile, which is at 7th Street in Sheridan. So it's 7th Street and the 10 pretty much. If you're in the Phoenix area, I highly suggest you come on down and share some information about your business and connect with some successful entrepreneurs. Hello. Thank you so much for joining. So what we're going to be talking about during our Center Sphere meeting today is we're going to be discussing what makes shareable video. Hello everyone, thanks so much for joining. So we are going to be talking about what makes shareable video and why do you watch videos over reading content. People don't want to read, and that's been the case for quite some times. However, now it's even more so that businesses need to use video. However, they need to have good video. It needs to be entertaining. It needs to be something where it's being shared. And so thank you all for joining. Thank you for the hearts and the love. What shampoo do I use? I actually use Melaleuca shampoo. So Melaleuca is an online wellness company, and I use their volume shampoo because I have none. I have the straightest hair in the world, and so I will take any help that I can get. And so, yes, I am driving, but I'm being safe with my hands on the wheel and my eyes looking straight and a little at you. But it's just like talking to a passenger, I feel, but even a closer passenger. And so we are going to the office pile in Phoenix. Once again, the office pile is a beautiful location. It's a co-working facility. So if you are an entrepreneur in the Phoenix area and don't want to spend the crazy amount of overhead to have an office of your own, you can have an office of your own for a very small fraction of the price. And that's where we go. We meet every single Monday from 8:30 to 9:30 with other successful entrepreneurs. And so we are going today to talk about video optimizations and what you could do to your videos to help with your searchability. And so, the question is, what makes a video worth watching and what makes a video shareable? And then what are some of those things that you could be doing in order to get that video found easier? And so we're going to be talking about cards. Cards are those linkable icons to your website, to other videos. And those are great ways to get people to bring them to where you want them to go even faster. And then we're also going to talk about annotations. So annotations have been around for quite some time. However, they don't really hold the same amount of weight that they used to. And nowadays, you really just want to use the annotations to still encourage people to subscribe to your videos. Because our subscribers are our lifetime fans and the fans that are going to watch the entirety of the video. And with the algorithms now for YouTube, the algorithm is that it doesn't matter how many views you have, it really matters about the ratio of the length of the time that they actually viewed your video. So a video that may have 1,000 views but only a 1% view rate isn't going to get as high as a ranking as a video who maybe only has 100 or 200 views, but a closer to 100% watch rate. And so it's really about that, how long they're watching those videos on your ranking. And then lastly, we're going to talk about transcriptions. So transcriptions are those closed captions in videos that you can actually correct on YouTube, and you need to correct on YouTube, because what Google is doing, what YouTube is doing, it's guessing for you, and it's doing an auto transcription. But sometimes that auto transcription is really bad and is saying things that you don't necessarily want to say. It's saying things some people's comments are saying. And other times, it may not necessarily be something very obscene and bad, but it's the complete opposite of what you're trying to say, and you don't want that. You don't want your hard of hearing prospective clients, or just, you know, the people who want to also read and listen to the transcription, or you don't want Google, of all people, to think that you're saying things that you don't want to say. And so by correcting your transcriptions, you can ensure that the video is going to have the keywords that you want to get found for. And so I'm just about to be getting off of my exit here. My phone is already coming off of its little holder. And so that means it's about time for me to get going. But I'm going to be back because we always start our Center Sphere meetings with you, with Periscope. We always start with a fun conversation. And so our conversation is going to be about what makes a video shareable, and why do you watch particular videos. And so I look forward to seeing more of you here in a little bit. It is 8 o'clock and we're going to be back on at 8:30. So I'll talk to you all very soon.